Hallelujah.
Shabbat shalom. To each and every one that is here, may y'all continue to bless us. And, without his blessings, of course, we need him in all aspects and all times, and those things there. He is the strength, see, of Yaakov. See, he is the strength of Israel. And we rely on that strength, and we rely on that safety, we rely on that shield to protect us. And you certainly need it in these last days, and in this time here that we're in now. I have to put my mask back on. I caught myself on. I had on earlier today because I saw about a bunch of the cutting the grass and everything. So I said I put my mask on, maybe kind of shield me up here a little taste here, but I took it off to be able to speak and everything there, and it kind of flaring back up with just a little taste here.
Did you hear about if you wear the mask too much on so you can get bronchitis and pneumonia on it?
Well,
if you're inhaling all your own.
Well, it's the carbon dioxide that gets you.
Bronchitis.
Yeah, it's the carbon dioxide. We expel a lot of carbon dioxide.
Right.
And that's not good for humans. It's good for plants, but it ain't good for humans. And so if you keep it on a long time, it'll do that. Yes. Huh? Yeah. But what you talking about is just the fact of wearing it a long time. You start inhaling your own carbon dioxide. You get, and that can be bad to you too. So that's why they tell you to stay at home. When you get at home, you don't need masks.
Right.
That's when you're only out and those things there that But for me, I have to put mine on to be in the house and stuff when they start cutting the yards and all that when I go out there. Cause my allergies, and then we kick all up and have you taking all kind of stuff.
To add on to what Sister was saying, they saying that while you're in your car, don't wear them, just only when you go in the store. Yeah, that's to protect you and other people.
Yeah, that way you're right.
Like people wear them in the car.
Yeah, I've seen them, had them on in the car, but they say don't do it.
Okay, well, I'm thinking, I'm glad that because I have mine on my car too.
Right, you don't
Once
have.
I leave the house, but see, like I said, once again, I have to have mine on because of the air and everything, especially if they're cutting the grass a lot. Yes.
I think some people wear them too because if they're picking up another person and they got them in the car, so they're probably putting it on, but they're forgetting that just because you got your windows up, you have to let your windows down so you're breathing the same air as the other person in the next to you if you're picking up somebody else. Because the possibility you're still going to get it if you're breathing the same air as they are. It's just silly.
So as wisdom comes, and as we get more wiser, we do those things there, But like I said,
I usually wear mine when I get out to go in, okay, and I went down to this battery place on my time, and got out and forgot, and when they had the man, he started backing up, and then he told me to back up, and I thought he was talking about me bagging my truck up.
Hey, Miguel, man, English.
And then he said, social distance. I forgot, I got to put my mask on,
Yeah.
yeah, and there are people cautious, man. We should not get offended and stuff.
Right.
When people are cautious about things,
Amen.
just like our friends, our kin folks, our loved ones and everything there. Hey, we have to be cautious about, hey, they want to come over, whatever kind of car, hey. If your traceability down, now stay home.
It don't bother me, cause I don't wanna be
We'll
close
drive.
to you if you no more wanna be close to me.
But we do want to watch those things, be courteous in those things there and understand the time that we're in. We'll take this time to welcome all our listeners, those in Israel, Canada, the Philippines, Sierra Leone, and also in India. Enter our house, where our motto is, come one, come all, let us build our future upon the foundation of peace and love. Shalom Ve'ahava. And upon these two principles, when we learn as a people, as a nation, as a whole species, when we learn how to do those things, and then are we ready for Yah's kingdom? See, because everything that He made in that has to be in harmony and will be in harmony. And all those that are out of harmony will perish. Therefore, we need to get in line with what is really going forth and everything. And we see world still ain't ready for it. And that's what I mean by the nations and the mankind and all. I'm talking about the individual folks, We are learning those things there. But as a whole, we're still spending way too much money on military stuff and all this other stuff, rather than spending it on some other stuff here that will be. Well, the Bible tells what we need to do it for. It tells us that. He said, get all that army military stuff and do what with it?
Make
That's right. Make farming equipment. Yeah, that's simple to say. Take all that military stuff and all that stuff and make farming equipment out of it.
Plowshares and the punitive.
And controlling means to beautify the earth.
Yeah. Yeah, folks. We got some teaching that didn't be done.
Yeah.
All right, let's get that tally toast. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitzenu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'ashik v'ti v'azizi. Bless the Lord our God, King of the universe. Bless, sanctify us by thy commandments and commandments concerning wrapping ourselves in tzitzit. We'll ask the rest to stand. You should be near a strong book at this particular time, or a piece of paper that have page 350 on it, or your folders. Page 4, page 4. Women are 19 and up, men are 19 and up, youth is 12 to 18, and all is all who can read. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of Yah. Women,
Calm my spirit, Yah. Stop the churning inside of me, caused by the rush of getting everyone fed and here on time. Quiet my confusion, Yah, and all the tension of getting here. I know I made the effort because I really do need you. Yah, speak to me in the quietness.
in this case with thanksgiving and to his courts of praise, be thankful unto him and bless his name, for the Lord is good. Men, I am thankful, Yah, for what we have. But this week has been so hectic, it seems like no matter how hard I work and how well I plan, there's always something I didn't plan on, and there isn't enough time to go around. Forgive me, Yah, for letting worry get in the way of my gratitude. You are good to us, Yah. We do have so much to praise you for. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord all lands. Serve Yah with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Youth.
That's so hard.
It's hard to sing so early in the morning, and it's hard to come here with gladness too sometimes. It was not so easy serving you this week at school or at home, and especially hard to keep the joy. This world is not very fair, and it seems like I can't do much to change things. But I know that it's because the problem is so close to me that I can't seem to see the answer. But I know that you're the answer, and for that I will sing to you with my whole heart. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Lord, my shepherd, I shall not want. He made me to lie down in green pastures. He restores my soul. All.
Restore my soul, O Yah,
And renew a right spirit within me.
make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which you have broken may rejoice. Cast me not away from your presence, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and uphold me with your free spirit.
Hallelujah.
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 Imagine now to turn to face the Holy City in this direction now. Opening to fill our opening prayer, the Kohen Baraka and the Shema. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Bless you, Lord, I got King and ruler of the universe. Father, Father, we come here today. Thank you for your help and strength. Thank you for each and every one that is here. Thank you for blessing us to make it here, and blessing as a special blessing for those that are sick among us, those that are not able to be here because of other folks, and all different situations. We ask that you would step in and watch over and take care of us, that we might always be able to fulfill our desires, those that's in our mind as well as in our bodies. And therefore, we just look up to you for that healing, whether it is spiritual healing or physical healing, or whether we need both physical and spiritual healing. We know nothing is impossible with you. Therefore, we look unto you for those healings, that we might be the people that go forth short forth your saving help. Special blessing and prayer for those who are in discomfort and if they have tried things happen to them. We ask that you would bless them and give them comfort, that we all might go forth trusting in your will and the things that you do in these last days.
Yes.
And those who are facing doctors above, we ask that you would bless them, give good reports, and the doctors the right wisdom, that we too might go forth and be good beings, and our bodies be in good health. Because when our bodies are not filled up to power and everything here, we just cannot do those things that we want fully to obey and follow through. We pray for the peace of Shlach. We ask you to bless us on earth. Keep our leaders strong. Keep our sisters and brothers safe here, as well as us safe here. We also thank you for sending your son.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for the
thank
fact
you.
that he did not faint, he give up on us,
Didn't
run
give
all
up.
the way, even to the shedding of his blood, that we might have an opportunity
Thank you,
to
thank you.
enter to the glorious promise and claims that you have for those that love you and keep your commandments. Bless my mouth, bless our ears, that those things which you say, be what you want me to say, that we might add time knowledge, and be not amongst your people that perish for lack of knowledge. Continue to bless me, go further in this service. All these blessings I ask in thy son's name, Yeshua HaMashiach, the man whose name is the branch. Amen.
Amen.
This particular time, you should be near a Bible, preferably the complete Jewish Bible, for our Kohen Baraka, which is found on page 153. Which is Numbers, the 6th chapter. I will read the 23rd verse, and you can read quote the 24th through the 27th together. Speak to Aaron and his sons, and tell them that this is how you are to bless the people of Israel. You are to say unto them all together, Yivarech Adonai v'yish Barak. May Adonai bless you and keep you. Ya'er, Adonai, Panah, Eleka, Abikik, May Adonai make his face shine on you and show you his favor. Isa, Adonai, Panah, Eleka, Shlach L'kha, Shalom. May Adonai lift up his face towards you and give you peace. In this way, that I can put my name on the people of Israel, so that I will bless them. Hallelujah. 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 And you to join with the Shema in Hebrew. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod, Malakuto, Le'olam Va'ed, Ve'avata V'yanarecha, Ve'chalvata, U'ulcha Nashira, U'ulcha Me'odega. Now you get your Bibles and turn to page 204 and you complete. Which is Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter, 4th through the 9th verse will be what we'll be reading. The first two verses, 4 and 5, is what we said in the Greek and Hebrew. Shema, Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, Israel, Adonai God, Adonai is one. And you are to love Adonai your God with all your heart, all your being, and all your resources. These words that I'm offering you today are to be on your heart, and you're to teach them carefully to your children. You're to talk about them when you sit at home, when you're traveling on the road, when you lie down, and when you get up. Tie them on your hand as a sign. Put them at the front of the head and around your forehead, and write them on the door frames of your house and on your gates. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And you also go to page 1279 in the complete, which is Mark, the 12th chapter, 28th to the 31st verse, and see what the Mashiach had to say concerning the same subject.
Page 5 and 4.
One of the Torah teachers came up, heard them engaged in this discussion, seeing that Yeshua answered them well, he asked him, which is the most important thing of all? Yeshua answered, the most important is Shema, Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you are to love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your understanding, and with all your strength. The second is this: you are to love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other mitzvah greater than these. Hallelujah. 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 You should be able to see the song at this particular time. If not, you should see to that you get it. O Lord God of Israel.
Lord God of Lord God of there is no God like there is no God like Lord God of
Hallelujah. Praise the mighty God. Praise the mighty God. Yeah, folks, we have something to glory about.
Yes,
Hallelujah.
And he's worthy of those things.
yes, he is.
A lot of people, sadly, enthusiastic, sincere, but just ain't acquainted with the right one.
Yes.
All these attributes that is required for the true God, people use it for in vain. It's not gonna last out. Therefore, it's very important that we get acquainted with the true God.
Right.
See, and you that have gotten acquainted with it, let nothing snatch you away. Let no one snatch you away. But let me tell you something. God done told us the things that are good. Don't think that it's some possible. Oh, and he came. Oh, yeah. There's some things that can go. And he'll allow it. But let me tell you something. If you don't want to be carried away, there ain't no power nowhere that can snatch you away.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Woo.
Somehow, You sound like you contradicted yourself there.
Uh-huh.
No, it always has to do with your attitude. Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
As I tell folks, can't nobody snatch you out of God's hand, but you can willfully jump out.
you. Amen. Have mercy.
Y'all understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
That's why we got to check up on our sisters and everybody else, make sure they're all right.
No, you said that wrong.
Self.
Oh, yes, you did.
Self.
Huh?
Can't help it. Take care of myself.
All right then.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, well,
You see, when you listen to their
all
way.
right, I see you listening.
Their way. Oh, no. When you know what you know, you be selfish with what you know.
I done told y'all. I'm serious about that.
Number one.
No extra oil for me.
Therefore,
Pray for them. Pray for them.
there you go.
I pray for them. That's it.
That's right. And so, hey, you don't have the attitude to want to get it for yourself and all those things there. Guess what? It ain't gonna happen anyway. Why should I get myself all out of a situation here? Mm. So, we have to make a decision about those things, you know, and go. I know there's some people that hate that situation there, where there comes a time, you know, driving down the road there and a dog run out there in front of you, or an animal or something run out there, you know, naturally, you know, you try to do something to kind of avoid it, but I ain't having no wreck now. I ain't wrecking my car, you know. Right? Well, now that, with the, there's a certain people, what they call a PETA or something. Yeah, animal people, they don't like to hear that stuff I say there.
Animal control.
Yeah, animal control, and they think you should do all kind of calls, do every kind of thing. Don't hit that innocent animal and stuff, well, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not gonna wreck the car and tap the car and tap the, and wreck everybody else, and don't say the animal shouldn't have been out there in the first place. No, but I'm saying, you know, if you get a chance to blow a horn, you know, can stop, slow down, you know, and all like that, but I'm saying, don't wreck your car.
Possibly hurt yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I'm selfish when it comes to my salvation. That's why I said that. I'm selfish about my salvation. So if you don't like it, that's tough.
Anybody say you?
That's it. We go to Psalm 68:4. These people, they come up with all kind of names, I tell you, and it seems like it's getting better, it's getting worse. I've listened to people, boy, they be saying, who are y'all? I mean, just coming with all kinds of stuff, man. So I don't know. But I do know this. And I tell folks, that's my testimony. You don't like it, you don't have to like it. You don't want to follow it, you don't have to follow it. It's my testimony. Just like our founder, you know, he said there were certain things that's his testimony. And you can believe him or you don't, you know. And that's it. You know? And therefore, everybody will be responsible for what they believe. Just like on this here. So, guy, We were milling over that, not only me, but the other big two that was milling, because we saw all this division among calling the name all kind of different, and it's getting even worse now. But nevertheless, we said, gotta be something different, gotta be something that calls that we come together about. And lo and behold, we had all along. Psalm 68:4. Sing to God, sing praises to his name, extol him who rides on the clouds by his name Yah. What we have upon our banner, truth here. YA.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
It didn't just start when Michael put that up there.
And they're all.
That was the beginning, but
Amen.
then they all along.
Amen.
Then he says, and be glad in his presence. Dear folks, I'm glad in his presence.
Amen.
See, because there's no God like the God of Israel.
Hallelujah.
And as we read in the scripture here, 8th verse, it says, the earthquake and rain pour from the sky at the presence of God. Even Sinai shook at the presence of God. Now that's a mighty God, dear folks.
Yes.
So let me tell you something. Sinai, I thought Sinai was just a mountain, But I found out that, have you ever gone over the Rocky Mountains? Have you ever flew over the Rocky Mountains here in the United States? If you go out west, go to California, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, the Rocky Mountains is a long range of mountain. It ain't just one mountain like what we used to see in here.
Right.
And huh? Yeah. Yep. That's right. I will go. That's right. Going to come here and go through some mountain. And so he said that whole mountain range shook. Somebody God there, folks.
Hallelujah.
Somebody God. And he said, even Sinai shook at the presence of God, the God of Israel. And if your God is not the God of Israel, you are worshiping and following a false and idol God, and you will perish with your God.
Amen.
It's just like a 200-pound man, sitting on a straw. You take a straw and hold him up. The odds of that working is very, 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 very slim. And it's because straw just don't have that much tensile power. It just don't have that much. See? So therefore, we got to have that thing that we are solid on. Make sure that is solid, that you are believing and trusting in.
Amen.
See,
Amen.
that it might do for us. And then once you do those things there, then you got it. You can't get no better off than the God of Israel. See? But that's just beginning. Isaiah 43, 10 through 12. Says, you are my witnesses, Adonai, and my servants whom I have chosen, so that you can know and trust me and understand that I am He. Dear folks, God has a criteria. As I said before, He's not desperate. See, just as each and every one of you all, whether you know it or not, but you all, every one of us in here, we have certain criteria, see, about, who you want, that special love for. No, what I mean by that, what I'm saying, we ought to love we ought to love one another. But there comes along a female or there comes along that male that you have a different feeling than just a general love feeling. And everybody had their taste. You know, we have a little criteria that we, like I said, there's some that, they like them short, there's some that like them long, some like women with long legs, some, like that. And so all kind of different aspects. Some like them long hair, some like to see all those things. Everybody got their taste. And I'm glad it's that way. Because that give us all a chance to fall in somebody's avenue.
Amen.
If everybody had to be a certain way and everything that was, what would happen to the rest of us? If everybody had to be a 10, what would happen to the rest of the others that ain't 10s? See, so I'm glad that everybody has everybody don't have to have a 10. But it's something about it that choice that you do make, see, and those things there, they're your 10. Yeah, they're your 10. And therefore, that's the same way I feel about Yah. And somehow, our people haven't learned that yet. And it's because we are stubborn, stiff-necked, rebellious people. And then Yah have said that about us.
Naturally, yes.
Yeah, of course. I'm talking about Israel now. Talking about Israel.
Wicked heart is that too. Wicked heart.
But we would be better if we didn't have an enemy out there. But we got an enemy out there, and that enemy ain't no slouch. See, he got all these years on us. See, therefore, we can't start falling back on our own wisdom and our own ideas of things. Because let me tell you something. You just can't win. You ain't old enough.
I heard that.
You ain't old enough.
I heard that.
Like I said, you ain't gonna take no 3-year-old and put no 25-year-old man. No 3-year-old kid. That just ain't gonna happen.
Amen.
First of all, 3-year-old kid ain't gonna be able to hurt it. Just can't do that.
Some of them didn't think that. They got it though.
Yeah, I agree.
Devil, I removed you and maybe. The devil couldn't have laughed at it.
It kind of revived me. When I first got married, everything there, I kind of built up a little taste and everything. And I have a wife, and I have her to hit me in the stomach, And I tell her, hit me hard as you can. She dropped that, hit me. I said, is that all the hard you can hit? I said, hit it. I don't know how. I said, just come on, hit it hard as you can. So she put up something in there. She said, that don't hurt. I said, no. I said, that don't hurt. It wasn't, I just see she gave me somewhere else now. I worked on my stomach and those things there, to build those muscles up and those things there, took a little classes and stuff and everything there, they had to have it going. And so it was, but after a while, we get married, and after a while, we was kind of, after we get married about 10 years, hey, see, you kind of fall off from that. Then she want, can I hit you again? No. No. I ain't in that good shape like I
Yeah, you
was.
gotta be ready.
See, but I used to do that too, because, but I tighten up for it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
tighten up for it, but if they hit you when you ain't tighten up for it, they,
Oh, yeah. You ain't sure, but till I got ready, you know, I had to get my body ready and everything for it, you know. Even after that, because I had to practice and keep it up.
Right. That's simple.
See, I still, but, and that's what I mean, you gotta stay up on these things.
Amen. Even your faith.
Because like I said, and like I said, by getting caught up,
yeah, you run, you go.
I told y'all that I was driving down the road there, she told me, who is that girl there? And I went over there and looked at her, and next thing you know, she done punched me in the stomach, with the elbow, bam! Oh, well, I felt that, man. What you got? Looking too long. I said, well, you don't want to look. But see, then I found out, hey, like you said, when I get ready for it, I can do it.
Mhm.
But she called my God, I wasn't ready for that.
Right.
God, that elbow hurt, man. And so she didn't want to believe it. Oh, wow. That hurt it because I was telling her, hey, what was wrong with me? No. Then I had to explain to her, I said, when I had you doing those things there, I was ready for that. I told you, I could get my muscles and get everything all set up for that. I said, but man, I ain't on guard for that. And that's what I'm saying about the enemy. We don't stay on guard. Amen. I don't care how strong you is. But if you don't stay on guard for him, he gets you off the run, and he can pierce that way.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
It will.
But that's why the Bible say, get ready
And stay with it.
and stay ready.
Amen.
Because the enemy is lurking.
Yes.
Isaiah 44, 6-8. Says, thus says Adonai, Israel's king and redeemer, Adonai Zebaoth, kingship, kingdom. These nations are wondering why their governments and all is failing and all these things are, because God is getting rid of all these kingdoms, because none of these kingdoms and governments and stuff is righteous.
Right.
That's right.
And he's gonna bring an end to all of them.
Amen. That's the book.
I am the first and I am the last. Besides me, there is no God. Who is like me? Let him speak out. Let him show me clearly what's been happening since I set up the eternal people. Let him foretell future signs and events. Don't be frightened. Don't be afraid. Didn't I tell you this long ago? And therefore, I'm just stupid enough to believe what he says. And that's why I'm not afraid. And I'm not frightened to tell people the truth. I want to let them know what's going on. Because they're in the book of Ezekiel, he told Ezekiel and stuff there, you got to tell them. If you don't warn them, and they be taken away, their blood I'm going to require at your hand.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
He said.
Deacon 33.
So I'm going to make sure that, hey, nothing's going to happen to me.
That's right.
I got enough to do for my own stuff. Now I want to talk about that. All this, right? That's why I'm not going to be afraid to tell you. Now, whether you believe it or not, accept
That's right.
it, that's up to you.
That's on you.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Therefore, it says, don't be frightened, don't be afraid. Didn't I tell you this long ago? I foretold it, and you are my witnesses. Is there any God besides me? Israel, is there any God beside our God?
No.
I know not any.
Israel, is there any God beside our God?
No. I know not any.
He said, is there any God besides me? He said, there is no other rock.
I know of none.
And if our God don't know of any, what in the world you go run around here hollering about? He's all in you, you all in him, and all is in you, got all this special around, and Can't we get together on that there? Something wrong somewhere. And I know where it's at. It ain't what I got. Therefore, we know where it's at. If you don't get it straightened out, up, you're gonna be in bad shape. But these folks now said, and they're taught now, they got Jesus, and that's it. That's everything. That's all they need. And everything there. Let's go to John 5:30. Okay, that's all they need. I got him, and that's it.
Jesus, and that's enough.
But if this is the same man that I think they're saying and talking about, they better start listening to what he says instead of what they want you to say. They better start listening to what he actually says. John 5:30. He tell you that you need more than him. Do he say that? Well, let's listen. See if I got this right. I maybe my understanding is wrong. I can't do a thing on my own. Uh-oh. That sounds like you need more than him. He said, I can't do a thing on my own. So you need more than him. I can't do a thing on my own. As I hear, I judge. And my judgment is right because I don't seek my own desire, but the desire of the one who sent me.
Amen. Amen.
So he said, let you know that all my status, all my everything, all the things is coming from the one that sent me.
Right.
And I can't do nothing on my own. It's all through this plan.
That's right. Amen.
So all these folks talking about all I need is him, all I need is Jesus. I got Jesus, I got everything. No, you don't. Okay? This is why they're able to insert all these other things because people wrongly get these things all mixed up. This is why they insist that he's God. And we let you know all the time. I can't do stuff on my own. I'm part of God. That's why he told him, why are you calling me good? Why are you calling? See? Now, in one sense, he is good, right?
Yes.
He does a good thing for us.
Yes.
See?
100%.
But he didn't want us to get that thing mixed all up because he knows how the enemy, we're dealing with an enemy that is clever. And if you get the wrong perspective of those things there, then that's all it takes. And they just carry on like that in the waters. With the wrong perspective. So that's why he shut off running off. Why you calling me good? There ain't none good but one. And that's the one that I'm seeking to carry out and obey. Follow his plan. Right? And that's what I'm trying to get you to do. I want you to be like me. Not standing on my own, not doing my own desire, but doing what?
The will of the Father.
That's right. Hey, that's right. Then you are more like me than these other folks hollering about this. And they executing power stuff. I got power. No, I can do that. I can make this happen. I can do this. I can pray over this and I can do it. I ain't got to be on them old laws. I ain't got to be on that all. It's just like Eve didn't really realize the status she was at. Reaching to get a different status.
And lost what she had.
Right. Exactly. That's how they do it.
Deceived are good.
That's how scam artists get you.
That's right. That's right.
That's how scam artists get you.
And you think you get something for nothing?
Yeah, make you feel like you get more. Therefore, let's realize what we got and just hang on to that there.
Hallelujah.
John 17. (21 and 20 to 23). Well, we'll read the 20th. I pray not only for these, but also for those who will trust in me because of their words. We got to say some words to people. Preaching of God ordained for the people. People got all kinds of, I got this feeling, I got this, I think it was someone, they got this warmth that come on their heart, and they got all this other stuff. But he said, this is what he said. I pray not only for these, but also for those who will trust in me because of their words. What their words are we talking about? He was talking about this, that's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about his disciples, he was talking about his followers, he was talking about his Talmudim, he was talking about those that was under him. Your words that's why the enemy want to shut off your words. Because your words is the thing that's powerful.
Mhm.
See? Therefore, we have to learn, how to go for what he says here, that they may all be one, just as you, Father, are united with me, and I with you. Now, he wanted to have that same uniting. He wanted to have that same oneness. But do any of us dare to say that we are God? So why do you think Yeshua was saying, Mashiach was saying that made him God because he was in one with him? He said, I want to have that same relationship. Not a different one, but the same thing that I got, I want him to have with you. Not none of us will run around here and say that we're God.
Amen.
And won't say it, but they'll act like they is. Do you know that people like me? No, I prayed on that child. Oh, you know, what do you mean now? Like, all things is clean to me and everything. Ain't nothing unclean to me. I pray over it, No, they're false. It don't work that way. He said, so that the world may believe that you sent me, not that the world might believe that I am you. Notice he didn't say that. But what does the Christian world, what did the world was teaching? That he is God. He said, that ain't what I want you to believe. That ain't what I want you. He said, that the world may believe that you sent me. Therefore, if people are not teaching that he's sending, you out of line with what the Mashiach wants. You ain't in line with him. You're not teaching like you tell.
Neither are you teaching what the Father taught.
Of course. Here, folks, we got to move on up. And we got to tell folks whether they believe it or not, whether they like it or not. You can't be afraid of them telling the truth. And then John 14:28 is the deal. You heard me tell you, I am leaving, and I will come back to you. If you love me, You would have been glad that I'm going to the Father, not going to be the Father, not am the Father, not switching over and then. He said, I'm going to the Father because the Father is greater than I.
Yeah.
The enemy sat there and laughed at you. And didn't make you even say that in Christian world. The folks. We're going to believe him or not. I made up my mind. I'm believing him that it might be well with us. We'll let in there and follow through on what he has said.
Amen.
See,
Amen.
and that's what he asks us to do is believe and follow after his words. Just as he's doing the same thing about following and believing after his Father's words.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
All right. Okay. We're going to have our Israel update now by Shamash Adam ben Israel.
Hallelujah.
First Shalom,
Shalom.
I'll start by saying, there's a lot going on all over the world. In Israel, you know, they had opened things back up, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, people was going to the beaches and parties and just like they was doing before the virus. But now, it's been I think it was 460, it was nearly 26,000 students and staff quarantined, with 165 schools and daycares shut down.
Wow.
And 460 children and education workers now tested positive for the coronavirus. That's in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And they was doing good until they opened things back up. You know, and right after the holidays, when they all started going to beaches and gatherings, parties and stuff, 2 or 3 weeks later, that's when it took a spike. And that's what happens once, you know, people have all these gatherings. 2 or 3 weeks later, you see a spike in the virus. And like they were saying, you know, world food is closed on kind of, you know, the virus. And also here, there's 14 states seeing a rise in COVID-19 cases.
Yeah.
That includes Oklahoma.
Oh. Yeah.
Also, Tulsa has seen more cases than ever in the past few days.
Wow. Yeah.
So on Friday, it was 222 cases here in the state of Oklahoma. The highest was before the last few days was 171. And that happened back on April the 14th. And 71 of those new cases was here in Tulsa County. So, you know, it's, which it was the lowest, the highest had been in Tulsa was 65. But since, you know, the last 2 or 3 days, it's been a big rise in Oklahoma. If you look at surrounding states of Oklahoma, you look at Arkansas, Texas, what they really got a big spike.
Oh, boy.
You know, especially Texas.
Yeah.
You know, just wonder if we ain't got more than we got.
Right.
All they do. Just
Yeah.
like,
48 of them in Oklahoma was on them job.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. But
they say it on a job.
but you know, like I was talking about Israel, they allow gathering of 250 people that's in a wedding.
Mm.
And it can take place inside.
Mhm.
But a non-marriage or religious event, they allow 50 people, and it must take place outside. That don't make sense. So, and also, Netanyahu, he's moving forward with his annexation of a portion of the West Bank, and that will happen July the 1st. That's next month.
Mhm.
And Israel got a lot to do with this, but this is in Trump's January 2020 peace plan.
Mhm.
And he seemed to think if he do this, he can bring peace between Israel and the Palestinians. That's what he seemed to think.
Mhm.
But in annexation, that means, when a country declares a piece of land outside the borders of this state.
Yeah.
This here was, the land Israel captured from Jordan in 1967. So, okay, in Jordan, if this happened, Jordan and Israel peace agreement would be in jeopardy.
Yeah.
And also, the European nation would impose economic sanctions on Israel. And Israeli-Palestinian violence could erupt more than what it is.
Mhm.
So you know that in the West Bank, it's mostly controlled by Israel, but 47% is controlled by the Palestinians. In the Gaza Strip, it's controlled by Hamas.
Mhm.
Right.
That's the way that is. But the international law says it's illegal for them to annex that.
Mhm.
That's what the international law says.
Yes, exactly right.
But Trump, he don't believe in going by no law.
Mhm.
He's the biggest one that's trying to do this. He's trying to do it before his term is up. Because they know if Trump loses, they won't be able to do it.
Mhm.
Because if Biden wins, he's not going to do that. And also in our stimulus money and stuff, $15 billion in federal bailout for hospitals. 60 of the largest hospital chains got billions of dollars, but still laid off thousands of workers.
Mhm. When they wasn't supposed to.
No, they ain't supposed to lay nobody off.
Mhm.
And paying CEOs millions. And there also is billions of dollars unaccounted for.
Somebody stealing something.
And that means that Steve Mnuchin, the Secretary of Treasury, they had this Democrat that was going to oversee this money before they start sending it out. But Trump got rid of him because he knew that this man wasn't going to go along with what they're doing.
Mhm.
Paying billions to CEOs and these rich folks
Mhm.
and not accounting for it. So, and Mnuchin said he don't have to report it. But, and also, this racism is all over.
Mhm.
There's 144,000 Ethiopian Jews in Israel, and they have long complained about racism. They said violence at the hands of law enforcement. There's more Ethiopian Jews in jail than anybody else.
Mhm.
As in Israel.
So these Ethiopians, yeah.
Mhm.
And I had never really paid no attention to that. That's what they said.
Mhm.
And it's true too, imagine. More files are being opened against young Ethiopian Jews. what they're doing is they're looking into a lot of stuff and opening up files that they had.
Yeah.
Misused, the blacks, so. But, and also hundreds of people protest in the city across Lebanon for the second night over the handling of the country's economic crisis. And Lebanon's pound, which they money, has fallen to a record low, having lost 70% of its value since October. So, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's not only there, it's doing it all over the world.
Yeah.
And what's with these Kim Jong-un? He haven't been seen,
Yeah.
and Putin hadn't been seen since May the 9th.
Yep.
On Friday, he attended a celebration that they had, but he hadn't been seen, since May the 9th. So that's what I want to bring today, and thanks for listening. Watch on.
You said 144,000.
144,000 Ethiopian Jews.
That reminds me of
144,000.
that y'all gonna redeem from the
I remember a few years back, they had some buses that blowed up bombs. And boy, they was calling for blood, but they needed some blood transfusion. The first one was up there was the black Ethiopian. Yeah, blood. And then they put it out that they had AIDS. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't take the blood. Talking about they had AIDS.
Well, they didn't need no help then.
The Black Lives Matter in Israel, is there a movement there? But there's been a lot of racial tension there too with,
Yeah, that is the Black Lives Movement.
and what's the racial tension there?
I don't really know.
Okay,
It's pretty bad.
pretty bad.
I was gonna say, one thing, President Trump is coming to Tulsa. He always coming to Tulsa.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And guess when he's coming? Huh?
Yeah.
No.
No, he postponed
On
that.
the 20th.
He postponed that.
Oh, he did? Okay, well, good, I got
It's coming on the 20th.
Yeah.
It's coming on the 20th.
Comes out.
Okay, that is out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because the 19th, you know what that is?
Yeah.
Juneteenth. And,
And
He was advised
That brings somebody full of coat there.
yesterday.
Somebody
He
full
knew
of
that.
coat there. Yeah, you better not go that day.
Well, he,
not here in Tulsa, I mean, Juneteenth is popular in Tulsa.
you got a lot of kickback on that. This part, this what?
Yeah.
yeah, 50,000. He said it's his rent.
Like city council, and that's Martha, we had her on seat, in their seat.
Oh, okay.
And she was talking about that.
Yeah. I know good one, they had her on there too, and then, and she was saying, no, wrong time, and all that stuff, that we don't need, because, it is rallies and stuff, hey, he ain't coming to rally no peace and love and getting together here. He's rallying them Republicans here and all that there.
I don't know why he coming here, he already got on home one.
Because
Well, he needs the crowd, and he needs all this stuff to make you feel good.
He might not have a bigger turnout as he think he's gonna have.
Well,
He
he
coming
have
in,
a-
don't
he had his home 19,000.
Yeah.
It's gonna be enough of a mess. Nothing but a mess.
Oklahoma is one of the top.
So see, this place is racist. And then, like I said, you already got this, you already got the stove turned up. It ain't turned up yet. when he hit the ground, the fire gonna turn up.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you changed that there.
Me too.
June 19th. So
I mean, y'all can't go because it's on the same.
well, I wasn't going anyway.
Yeah, Carolina.
Well, that means we ain't gotta worry about it.
That's right, we ain't gotta worry about
I ain't going out there anyway.
They had petitions, they had a petition going around and they already had gotten 50,000 votes that he don't come, when he said he was gonna come. So that was one of the reasons too.
Oh.
And then also, a president has been in office for 4 years and not one time thought about Juneteenth. What's with that?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you changed that there.
Yeah, I am too.
On that end. All righty. That's it. Okay, we have a solo by Sister Summer. Order my steps. All right.
Hallelujah.
Shabbat Shalom. So by request, you want to say that? Ordering your steps, we can ask y'all to do that for us, but we gotta be in a position that when he do, and whatever he comes up with, whether it's in your favor or not, you do it.
Yeah.
So like Elder always said, be careful what you ask for.
Yeah. Say it again, y'all. Lead me, guide me, send your anointing. Order my steps in your word. Hey, order my steps in your word. Father, I ask thee, teach me your will.
Yes, yes.
While you are working, help me be still, 'cause Satan is busy, Yah is real. Order my steps in your word. Oh, Lord, order my steps in your word. Bridle my tongue, let my words ever praise thee. Let the words of my mouth be acceptable in thy sight. Take charge of my thoughts both day and night. Order my steps in your word. Hey, Lord, order my steps in your word. I want to my calling to fulfill. If you please, order my steps, Lord. I'll do your best if we will. This world is ever changing, but Lord, you're still the same. Please order my steps, yeah, yeah, yeah. I will praise your name. If you please, please, order my steps, Lord, I will do. I'll do your blessing will, yes, I will, yes, I will. But this whole world is ever changing, yeah. But you are still the same. Just order my steps, Lord. I will praise your name. Order my steps in your word. Order my tongue in your word. Guide my feet in your word. Wash my heart in your word. Show me how to walk. Show me how to talk. If I need a brand new song to sing, I want you to show me, Lord, show me how to make your praises ring, yeah, in your word, yeah, in your word, I just want to take a little time and talk to you, Yahshua. Said in your word, lean not to your own understanding, no, no. Said in your word, all of thy getting, get an understanding. Yeah. All of my steps, yes. All I want you to do, Lord, all of my steps in your word.
That was my shot for the day. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Just wanted to audit. So it's good. Do his word. That's all I say.
I'm gonna say that.
Hallelujah.
I love that song. Amen. Good job.
Amen.
God is not bashful in ordering.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And yes, some things he have ordered and some things he left up to you. And those things there, when we come to certain things, there's an order to it.
Amen.
See? And he did that with Israel, and he letting us know that's what he expects for the whole world. And that's why I said, he have made that an order about counting the seven. Not me, he did that.
Amen.
People wonder, well, why are you so critical? Why are you so critical about counting the seven? It's because some things are orders and some things ain't.
Right.
When superior officer tell you that's an order. I want all the pictures I ever seen and all the things that when that guy said that's an order, that means a whole lot different than the fact you just talking to just general talking. Now, how did it become an order? See? And we go over that every roadshow dash. And that's where the order comes in. He said, everyone living is going to have to do that. That's an order. And he said, them that don't do it, they ain't going to be living. Now, how much more order do you need?
Yeah.
That's right.
How clear can you get?
Yeah.
Life or death.
Yeah, right. How much more order do you need?
You too.
It just, and that's what that officer, I ain't been in the army and everything, but I think that whenever he say that's an order, and if you don't do it, the next thing's coming is punishment, right?
That's right.
Judgment.
See? And that is punishment, hey.
It makes me think of that song that we sang, by this sign we are known.
There you go.
That was God's sign.
We shall be safe.
So dear folks,
Yes.
we get those things and what we should and work at it, that it might be well with us on that end there. When I ask you to bow your heads now for our Tanakh Baraka. Blessed are you, Lord, our God, King of the universe, who has given us your Torah, the Readng, and the prophet, and the great have the Shlach L'kha by thy great spirit, and thou commanded the diligent teaching unto our children, unto our people, and all people of the earth. And let all Israel say, Amen. And when you agree and say Amen, that means that that's what you're gonna do.
Right. You agree?
Whether your children like it or not, you're gonna teach it to them. See? Whether your people like it or not, you're gonna teach it to them. And whether all the strangers and all that like it or not, you're gonna teach it to them. Whether they like it or not. And then once they done shake it completely, I'll tell you, don't bring it up no more. They done done it then.
Yeah.
That's a sign that you done did your job.
That's right, right? They cut the cell phone.
That's it. That's a sign, you know.
Yeah.
Therefore, we do what God said, but there's a limit to all those things here. Just as he has a time limit for those things to go forth here. Our Torah reading for this week's Parashah is taken from the book of Numbers, my big bar, the 13th chapter, starting at the first verse, through the 15th chapter, and the 41st verse. Our Haftorah reading is taken from the book of Joshua, the 2nd chapter, 1 through the 24th verse. This week's Parashah is Parashah 35, which is Shlach L'kha. Parashah 37, right? Yeah, Parashah 37. Oh, okay. Shlach L'kha, which means sent out on your behalf. See? Our scripture reading will be taken from the book of Joshua, from the Haftorah reading, which will be given by our Shemash. Let us give our undivided attention as we read the word of God to us.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom. Our scripture reading will be taken from the book of Joshua, the 2nd chapter, 1 through the 9th verse. Joshua, the 2nd chapter, 1 through the 9th verse. And it's on page 243. Joshua, the son of Nun, secretly sent 2 spies from Shittim with these instructions: go inspect the land and Jericho. They left and came to the house of a prostitute named Rahab, where they spent the night. The king of Jericho was told about it. Tonight, some men from Israel came here to reconnoiter the land. The king of Jericho sent a message to Rahab. Is that Rahab or Rahab? Rahab, yes. Bring out the men who came to you and are staying in your house, because they have come to reconnoiter all the land. However, the woman, after talking to 2 men and hiding them, taking 2 men and hiding them, replied, yes, the men did come to me, but I didn't know where they had come from. The men left around the time when they shut the gate. When it was dark, where they went, I don't know. But if you chase after them quickly, you will overtake them. Actually, she had brought them up to the roof and hid them under some stakes of flax. Yeah, flax. She had spread out there. The men pursued them all the way to the fords at the Jordan. As soon as the pursuit party had left, the gate was shut. The two men had not yet lain down when she returned to the roof and said to them, I know that Adonai has given you the land. Fear of you has fallen on us. Everyone in the land is terrified at the thought of you. May y'all ask special blessing to read that.
Amen.
Oh, thank you.
You know, God is not unreasonable in his dealing with us. You know, sometimes, he'll let things kind of go and kind of deal with us on certain realms. And so this is a case here, and that's what it means when it says, Shlach L'kha. Remember, you going out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You're sending them out for your reason, not for my reason,
Mm-hmm.
but for your reason, to satisfy your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I already know what the situation is. I don't need no reaffirming. But God said, okay, that's what you need. I'll deal with you on that. So I'll let you go out. And so they said, we got to choose 12 men, one from each tribe, And so God let them even choose the men. They choose their leaders and stuff, one that you can count on and all those things there. And so they chose from amongst their tribes, the 12 tribes, these men to go forth out. And God gave them instructions though. See? Anything that God does and everything, there's an instructions in it,
Mm-hmm.
And these people that feel like I'm free. God done set me free. I ain't gotta follow no instructions. No, you don't know nothing about the God of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
He don't operate like that.
Okay.
Okay? Go to Numbers 13 and start reading the 17th verse there. Mm-hmm. Numbers 13, 17.
Moshe sent them to reconnoiter the land of Canaan, instructing them, go on up to the Negev and into the hills and see what the land is like. Notice the people living there, whether they are strong or weak, few or many, and what kind of country they live in.
Now notice here, God is giving them instructions on what to look for.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but he gave them directions to go.
Mhm.
Which way to go, and go those things there, because this way here, it'll be safe for you to go in there and do those things there, because the folks, so everything that God do is for it, We just got through reading there about when Joshua sent them out. Hey, them folks knew all about them coming, and they was on the case.
Right.
They was on them, boy.
Mhm.
He had to go to a prostitute.
Mhm.
It says, see? Now, you get a little advantage there, you know, it wasn't real strange, you know, for people that's out of town if they go to a prostitute. Why wasn't that strange? Because that's her business.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ain't nothing hard about that.
right. Mhm.
It's their business.
Yeah,
To entertain folks.
that's what you do.
all right.
So she didn't really get no, you know, if they went to somebody else's house that wasn't that like her, they'd have been in big serious trouble. Oh, you don't have these men come, but they couldn't say nothing about. She said, yeah, they came.
Yeah.
But you notice they didn't criticize, they didn't get on our case about it. That's another story altogether.
Right,
But
right.
I don't get your talking about that.
Right.
Right.
We're gonna stick with this here.
That could be a side.
That's a whole other something to talk about there. But right here, we want to find out what happened here. So God gave them instructions. All I'm saying is that every instruction is important because when you go forth and do some things there's danger out there.
Mhm.
And if you don't follow God's instructions, you can get yourself in trouble. And that's why I drifted on to that part there,
Right.
let you know that the enemy is aware of what's going on.
Amen.
See? You think you're running out there getting on, doing your own thing and all that. Hey, the enemy know what's going on. The enemy know what time it is. And the enemy know when you ain't all in all. Look, don't go out there playing. Please don't do that.
Mhm.
Y'all remember? We talk about that. Y'all remember the guy that thought they were going to go out there and imitate what they saw the disciples doing?
Yeah.
Siva,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sons of Siva.
And y'all saw what happened to him. Remember, y'all remember what happened to him?
Well, what happened to them?
Yeah, right, happened to them, right.
They came out naked and bleeding.
Yeah.
They came out.
Listen, why would we do some stuff like that?
Came out naked.
Why would we do some stuff like that? We'll go out there half-stepping, lying and all that there, trying to pretend and all that kind of stuff. And don't you know that you just setting yourself up? Our God is not stupid.
That's right.
That's right.
Neither is the enemy stupid either.
Right.
That's right.
Well aware.
Those demons say, you trying to cast me out everything. They say, Paul, we know.
And Yeshua.
You sure we know.
But who are you?
You come on with this fake stuff. You come on with this hypocrisy stuff. You come on with this. You ain't the real thing.
That's
And we ain't got to kneel down to your words. And then once you grab them.
Grab all of them too.
That's right. Put some whippings on them.
Put some dots on the head.
Right. Stripping them of their clothes and stuff like that.
Rip their clothes off and everything.
Yeah, folks, that's a danger group. So when he sent them out, he gave them instructions. Always understand and follow the instructions of what is given. When you're sent out, you know, an ambassador, see, an evangelist or whatever, you are sent out, you are under the instructions of someone. That's where your safety is at.
That's right. That's right.
But you gonna run out there on your own, do it your own, whatever you want to do on that, you lose your safety.
That's right.
An ambassador, he's speaking the words of the president, but he can't go out there and say something different and all that stuff there. He loses his safety. See? So they gave the instructions. And the men went out, and they followed through on what he had said, and they did. They followed that, and they came back, and they came back with a report. And we're gonna go to the 28th verse there, that same chapter. We're gonna get their report now. They're gonna come back with their report.
Okay. However, the people living in the land are spirit, and the cities are fortified, and very large. Moreover, we saw the
Started to 27.
27.
Yeah, yeah.
What chapter?
This is
Numbers 13.
yeah. Okay, so 27.
Number 30.
When they told him was this, we entered the land where you sent us.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's what I want. So that's the 27. Right. That's what I want. You read the right one. I dropped that off there. Okay.
And indeed, it does flow with milk and honey.
All right. Notice that. That's what we're. Now they're coming with their report now. And it's time for the report here. And they started out saying, "Oh, the land is great."
Yeah.
See? Oh, yeah. When you start hearing people saying that, you need to listen to the whole show.
Mhm.
Satan know how to quote scriptures too.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he got Eve.
Yep.
Quoted some things that the father is saying. God said that you ain't supposed to do that, but he knows. See, so they're saying, okay, the land is good. Read on, let's see what they did.
Okay. Here is its fruit. However, the people living in the land are spirit.
All right, it's okay. Now, it's got food there. And the land is full of milk and honey. And they even bought some of the food.
Mm-hmm.
They bought a cluster of grapes.
Yeah.
It took more than one man to carry that cluster of grapes.
Mm-hmm.
One cluster. See? And therefore, so,
I was under the impression that this went on and grabbed the grapes. They bought it, you say?
huh?
They paid for it?
No, they bought it back from
Oh.
Yeah.
bought. See, once again, that's that English language.
Bad language.
Yeah, that English language. They carried it back. Maybe I put that way there.
Yeah.
They carried it back. Right. All righty. Read on.
And the cities are fortified and very large. Moreover, we saw the Amakin there.
Anakin.
Anakin there.
Big giant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a giant family, right?
A Middleite lived in the area of the Negev. The Hittite,
Oh, yeah.
Ubertus, and the Amorite lived in the hills. Huh? Yeah, Jebusite and Amorite lived in the hills, and the Canaanite by the sea and alongside the Jordan. Caleb silenced the people.
All right, let's see, I want you to read that to the 20th verse. No, to the 33rd verse.
33rd.
Mhm.
Okay. Start at the 33rd.
No, you read to it,
Okay.
That's good right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, read on to 33.
Okay. Caleb silenced the people around Moshe and said, we are to go up immediately and take possession of it. There is no question that we can conquer it. But the men who had gone with him said, we can't attack those people because they are stronger than we are. And they spread a negative report about the land they had reconnected. For the people of Israel by saying, the land we passed through in order to spy it out is a land that devours its inhabitants. All the people we saw in the yes, all the people we saw
There were
all
giants.
the people we saw there were giants.
Mhm.
We saw the Nephilim, the descendant of Anak, who was from the Nephilim.
Nephilim. Mhm.
To ourselves, we look like grasshoppers by comparison, and we looked at that they too, them too.
All right. So they come and they said, had only one positive thing about it. Everything else was negative. Oh yeah, land is full of milk and honey. Oh yeah, we got some of the fruit here. Oh yeah, and this got that there, and it's a good land it ain't. But you might be gonna forget about that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole purpose of God's plan. I want you to see how they do things. The whole purpose of God's plan to get them out of the wrong was to do what?
But the people out there know what they refuse.
No, that wasn't our God's idea.
To trust him.
God's plan was to give them the land.
Yes!
That was his plan.
That was a plan from the get-go. God's plan was to get them out of Egypt. They became a great nation, and he was going to take them into the land and give them the land of Canaan.
Right.
Yes.
But is it not that the report they gave was true? But the part of the beginning, they didn't trust their God. You know, they didn't trust God. They had all these things they said there. But where were they trusting Yah in this situation?
Well, the point of it is where was their understanding God's purpose?
Mm-hmm.
See? God's purpose, all this he was doing was for them to come into the land.
Right.
Mhm.
And if they'd have realized that, they would have known that y'all was gonna take care of everything else.
Yeah, he been taking care of them on his own,
Right.
doing his own.
Correct.
Stuff
Correct.
wasn't nice.
He got them out of Egypt, and Egypt will have a more powerful nation than even amongst them. The giants and all this and that. Egypt was still the most powerful nation during that time.
Right. Right.
The Egyptians.
Even the giants was afraid of Egypt.
Yeah, that's right. The Amorites, Jerusalem, all of them were afraid.
Mm-hmm.
They afraid of their God.
See?
No, they was afraid of Egypt.
They were afraid of Egypt,
Mhm.
and God had already got them from the number one
Mm-hmm.
country power at that time.
Correct. Correct.
So these others, hey, wasn't no sweat. But see, who our thinking gets interrupted, and when we start missing out on the hard thing, that's where we mess up.
That's right. That's right.
We get into our own understanding.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So you were right. That's what they really saw and all that. But that's why I said, but their report was against God's plan.
Correct. Correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
And they said it.
Mhm.
They was looking at the natural.
Right.
But they concluded was against God's plan. That's what I'm saying.
Amen.
Mhm.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
We can't take that land. Wait a minute. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose we're doing this for you to take the land.
Right.
But they was looking at themselves. They was looking at God.
That's why I said they were sent out on their own account.
Mhm.
God had already told them, go and take the land. But they the one want to go and check it all out, see it all that. They the one,
To see if they can do this.
But I thought Moses the one that told them to do that.
he did, because they wanted that. They asked, they wanted that.
Well, we know that.
It wasn't God's idea. That's why Shlach L'kha means send out on your account.
And we know that's true. So later on, when y'all told him to go, he said, I'm gonna drive them out of there. I'm gonna drive them, the nation that's in that, I'm gonna get them out of there.
Yeah.
So when God says something, it's always people that's gonna fulfill it.
Yeah.
That's how God works. He speaks and the command goes out and people do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So they came with the report, you know. Now let's go to Numbers 14 and start reading the first 4 verses there of Numbers 14.
All the people of Israel cried out in dismay and wept all night long. Moreover, all the people of Israel began grumbling against Moshe and Aaron.
Why? What they done?
He said the whole community told them, we wish we had died in the land of Egypt.
Unbelief.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelief.
Scared. Scared.
Mhm. Or that we had died in the desert. Why is Adonai bringing us to this land where we will die by the sword?
Now, who you gonna believe?
That's right. Go to the court, you go with.
Who you gonna believe?
That's right now. Amen.
That's what it boils down to.
That's right. Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
You gonna believe them that say the first day of the week is all right, that's my day and all of that, or you gonna believe the seventh day?
Right.
The seventh day and the word of God.
Yeah, but the big majority of them said it too.
Yeah.
10 out of 12
Mm-hmm.
said we can't do it.
Mhm.
It don't matter about the number. It don't matter about the crowd.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
See? God don't go on crowd, and God don't go on the number.
That's why he's going his own time.
You know, I heard people say that when I was telling about the seven, count of seven. You mean to tell me all these people? Have y'all ever heard it? Have you ever told them?
Yeah.
I don't believe all them people is wrong.
I'm wrong and you right.
Huh?
Say all the people wrong and you right.
Right.
That's an excuse.
And I always tell them, how many will say
There you go.
Very good. Very good.
You know, they say things, they say that to get you to shut up.
God is not swayed by the number.
When you tell them, well,
the less there is, the more glory.
That's right. Amen.
when you tell them about the flood, oh, that's changed. That's changed. Nah, you know, we got Jesus down here.
Yeah.
Then they say, that was back then. I said, what? Well, I said, well, how come how come y'all sure go back there and compare that time to this time, the time that you're living in?
Sure do.
That's the things I'm like.
Yeah, he sure do. Dear folks, we just got in our word, we just got in our Bible and those things here.
Amen. Amen.
And because if you don't know it, the enemy will make a fool of you.
That's right.
Because he knows a lot of the Bible. He knows a lot of words.
Mhm.
See? Don't you think that he don't know? He's a sheep, he's a wolf in sheep clothing. That's what that means. See? All right, read on.
Okay. Why is Adonai bringing us to this land where we will die by the sword? Our wives and our little ones will be taken as booty. Wouldn't it be better for us to return to Egypt? And they said to each other, let's appoint us a leader and return to Egypt.
You see this?
Yeah,
Yes,
You see this?
yeah,
straight up rebellion.
Straight up rebellion.
yeah.
Amen.
Go back.
Hey,
Go back.
y'all trying to give them a land that's way better than Egypt. And they want to go back to Egypt.
Yeah.
Back to Egypt. Be under the whip again.
Be on the roof again. Be on the man.
Go back to
That's
Master.
really important.
Oh,
You see, after a while, you get used to that stuff. You get used to that. But, yes. Booty was the term that he used, that the spoils of a battle.
Mhm.
That was the spoils of a battle.
Like the animals and the gold.
Right.
stuff like that.
And, well,
Silver.
they took your women, they took
Yeah.
they took what belonged to you and everything,
Right.
and it became theirs.
Right.
there.
And that's what booty means. You know, it means that all your possessions up there become theirs now.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah. And therefore, that's what they saw was gonna happen. We're gonna lose out. They're gonna take us. And we come out here, and we'd have been better out. At least the Egyptians let us have our own little places and let us have our wives and let us. And they turn dynamic. And that's what I'm saying. Check the bottom line about what people are trying to teach you and tell you. That's what tells the whole thing. The bottom line was that we can't do what God said do. And they just come on back out and said, we going back to Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Now God has spent all this time,
Protecting them, doing everything.
that did all these miracles, that did all these things to bring them out of Egypt. And he didn't really want to go back.
Took Jericho and everything.
Took Master.
Well, he got there yet. He got Jericho now.
Oh, that's the next one.
Yeah, you're right. He ain't got there yet. He ain't got to that point yet. They ain't got to that point yet. But they don't forgot all that he done to Egypt to get them out of there.
Wow.
And here they ready to go back.
That'll make you angry.
That makes you angry.
Because people don't want to, I don't want to be under them laws. I don't want to do that. People want to be free. But let me tell you something different. When it comes to God, we're never free.
Amen. Amen.
Well, what you mean by that there?
Always.
We're never free until a time is set forth. Long as the enemy is in existence, as I was telling you earlier, you got to be on guard there, folks. You can't relax. And see, that's the trick that the devil wants you to do. Well, you're in the position here, you act right now, and then you relax and okay, I got it, man. And guess what? And that's what it says. Take heed to what? That's right. Take heed to yourself.
That's it.
And that's what I was telling you about, that incident with my wife, when we first got married, we were all young men there, stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I was telling you how that, I could let her hit the drawback, she hit hard. I tell her to hit hard as she can. She, bam, she hit me something like that. Didn't even bother. Okay? Because I had to take heed to myself, I knew what I could stand. She do it all the time and everything, and I tell her, yeah. But after about 10 years of that, after 10 years of marriage and everything, hey, I had to fell back. I wasn't keeping up with that. Get my exercise up, keeping the stomach muscles there, keeping them six packs.
Yeah, six pack.
I have some packs. I had to keep them up, see.
I never had to pack. I always had a can.
Well, I had some packs. But, hey,
And to switch from that to giving them keys.
that had kept them up though, see.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, hey, then you don't keep them up and everything there. Hey,
No.
you can't stand what you can stand.
Be like this, we should have.
And so same thing here was, But the thing of it is the very thing that God brought them out there for. Well, what you all out here for? Is to go into the promised land. And here you all done gave up.
So sad.
Done say, hey. And that's why God didn't like that report that they gave, and that's why God didn't like the report that the big majority gave. See? But read on.
Okay.
Where'd you start off at that?
I'm on the 5th.
Yeah. Start reading the 5th verse
Yeah,
of 14.
right. Moshe and Aaron fell on their faces before the entire assembly community of the people of Israel. Yet Joshua was the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of
You're funny.
Yeah.
Yes, formed the detachment that had reconnoitered the land, tore their clothes, and said to the whole community of Israel, the land we passed through in order to spy it out is an outstanding good land. If our mind is pleased with us, then he will bring us into this land and give it to us.
Now these two boys had a different attitude.
Right.
They said we saw the same thing.
Mhm.
And we ain't contesting what they saw. We're contesting on what they concluded.
Right.
We're contesting what they done come with the results. We didn't say that they was tall people that made us look short and all that stuff, and they had 45. We ain't saying that that ain't true. But they're saying that we can't do it. And I'm saying that we can do it. There's a difference. And that's why I said there's gonna be a lot of folks gonna be lost because of their attitude.
Mhm.
Don't let that be you. Don't let that be me.
Right.
Amen.
And that attitude gets us up on our own self. Get that I syndrome. That's the worst attitude we can get is that I syndrome.
Yes, it is.
I ain't gonna let nobody treat me like that. I ain't gonna let nobody talk about me like that. I ain't got bad. I ain't gonna never forgive them for doing that. I don't care. Bad.
Amen.
Heavenly Father won't forgive you.
I rejoiced about it last night when I heard one of my sisters say something last night in the house there, and we was talking on the internet there, and she said her husband talked to her, and they've been divorced and separated for years now, and he called him and he asked her to forgive him for the way he treated her.
Praise God. Praise God.
And guess what? That wasn't the thing that really made me get happy about it. It was all happiness thing now. You know what made me real happy?
And she forgave you.
She forgave him.
Hallelujah. That's good now.
And I know that he didn't do it right. See? But, see, he fought a tooth and nail. Hmm? I don't want you to have a dime. I ain't giving you. Yet still, he did call and talk to her. She said, and she said she forgave.
But really,
Therefore, we got to step on to the plate.
Amen.
That was tremendous.
Amen.
And just doing those things there keep us in shape and keep us in those things there. See, that's it.
that can happen too.
Mhm.
Obedience brings.
That's it.
Y'all can work with you.
That's it. That's it. And we keep them in shape in those things there.
Right.
So these two boys had a different attitude. She could have said, I ain't gonna never forgive you for that. I've heard women say that. I've heard people say that. I never, I'll go with it. I ain't gonna never. And we can do the same thing, therefore. It didn't say, I ain't seen no criteria on the way it says, it says, if you don't forgive,
Heavenly Father.
that's right, that's what it says.
Your brothers first. The opposite was if you don't forgive your brothers out there, or sisters out there, then don't look to me, because I'm not forgiving you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part.
Exactly.
That's what he said.
And therefore, I know I need him to forgive me.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
So that's why I started working on that stuff. And I worked on that word. I said, hey, there ain't nothing they can do to me that I can't forgive them.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen. Amen.
That's the way I am.
Amen.
Amen.
I say, ain't nothing. Yeah, I know. I had to work on that because, we'll keep some recess of that, right? As long as they don't do that there, and as long as they stay in their corner, don't say that, I'll be all right. No! You gotta let that go.
How you think you're gonna get in the kingdom, be sitting in the corner?
Sitting on the side, though.
Sit on the side, make
By
He's on right to the
Yeah.
side. Side.
This is a rehearsal, right? Just a rehearsal.
Well, we get that way.
Yeah, we do. Yep.
And
Matter.
but nevertheless, these people there, they're ready to go back to Egypt, as it said.
Yeah.
They forgot about all that punishment. They forgot about all that, and they're ready to go back to Egypt. Not only that, but they're going to kick more shit. They run out from being the leader, and they're going to choose them some other leader.
Would have been in worse shape.
Wouldn't have made it back to Egypt, to be honest.
How they gonna find somebody else besides me?
Oh, yeah, they found plenty of them out there. Rebellious as them.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of people like that,
They ain't gonna take no.
See, well, they say that they're gonna be a good leader and a
Right.
righteous leader, but they can find people that want to that'll lead them in life, want to follow through and do this because they like it too. They like that promotion, and this is what I like about Moshe. You notice that Moshe, what did Moshe do when they did those things here?
Fell on his face.
Fell on his face and prayed. He went and took it to God.
Yeah.
The Lord, these folks, yes. These folks something else, yeah.
Yo folks. You say yo folks?
I mean, all folks something else, huh?
Yo folks. They're all something else.
Your folks.
They was terrible.
Yeah.
But they said, well, we got these other folks on our side. We got these other 10 on my side. How was the folks saying? You only got them little two there. And they probably, Aaron, what you call they got them under their thumb. They gonna follow what they say. It don't matter what they say. They gonna follow what they say. And they kin folks anyway. And we all kin folks.
They're all good folks, every one of them.
But see, now they have a certain pride and they understand. So naturally they're gonna be in our favor. But they friends and they, so he gonna do those things there, and naturally they gonna go there because they friends and they buddies and all that stuff there, and he's gonna follow through what they say. No, none of those things there, it's a matter of being right or wrong.
Right.
These boys had the attitude, right attitude. See? Because they trusted in knowing that God is not doing all this for nothing. All these things he done did for us, and you think that's a little problem? That ain't no problem. That's what I'm saying. He done already liberated us from the most powerful nation, and then you gonna worry about these other little nations? If God can deliver us from Egypt, where you want to run back to? But see, I see our thinking get all clouded all up. And then we don't think straight.
Mhm.
We don't think straight. Yeah.
I guess that's the same instant when most Hebrew Israelites come into the truth and they go back to Egypt, go back to the world. Egypt represents the world. So they come to know all this truth, come to know Yah, to know to keep the Sabbath, and they go back to keep the Sunday. They go back and doing all those things that's even there. It's amazing.
It's hard to get back.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
It's hard to get back.
it's amazing.
Because people, they want to do what they want to do, and they don't want to go by instructions. See? They don't want to go by instructions. So, notice what the boy said. He said, God with us.
Mhm.
We can do it.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it.
I mean,
You can do it.
We can't do it on our own,
No, we can't.
but with God we can.
Yes, we can.
And that's the whole thing.
Let go.
Their attitude is different.
right. They look at it like he done it before.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Hallelujah.
And it seems like they're gonna, but they couldn't think, all they could think about is going back.
Right.
Convenience.
Yeah, that's it.
Convenience.
That's it. But nevertheless, therefore, we gotta move on forward from those things here.
Amen.
Did you read to the 10th verse?
Now, I stopped in the middle of the 8th verse.
Okay, read on to the 10th.
A land flowing with milk and honey, just don't, just don't
Rebel.
rebel against Adonai.
Oh, there you go.
Mhm.
He tried to tell them what they was doing,
Right.
and they still wouldn't hear it.
Mhm.
Don't you understand what you conclude? No, all we doing is that, hey, we look like grasshopper. We can't, all they can think about that. But hey, he said, but your decision, your bottom decision is going against God.
That's right. To me, I'm saying, hey, they talking about the millers and stuff in Egypt. Now, how you think a miller is gonna taste over there if a grape is bigger than a grapefruit?
Yeah. We get our things all mixed up.
Mhm.
We get it all mixed up. We gotta stop getting in this moody attitude and all this, and this pity party and all those stuff down and stuff, and start realizing the bottom line is what we're doing.
Amen.
See? Because that's the thing that messes us up.
That's right.
We get our bottom line of really what we think. Because once we get into the little pity party, everybody against me, everybody don't like me. Yeah. You're going against the bottom line of it is.
Mhm.
It's just like our children, and I'm pretty sure most of all have experienced it one way or another. Our kids come back. The teacher just don't like me. I know I had that face ever so much. The teacher don't like me.
And they start making bad grades.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got something for that.
Yeah, because teachers didn't feel like we move my ass school and take it somewhere else. Joe read the same thing.
Yeah.
It ain't the teacher, it's you.
That's Denzel up there, the school at there, and this guy that he was in there, he was in head of us, and he had brought his son up there, and that's what his son was saying, and he told him, he said, I ain't kicking you no more other school. He said, everywhere I done go, the teacher don't like it, the teacher don't do it, and all that stuff there. And he said, I done took you real, I done took y'all around. He said, I ain't taking you to no more school. He said, I don't care whether the teacher like it. And he said, besides that, the teacher ain't gotta like you. You here to learn a lesson, to get your you're here to get an education.
Teacher getting paid.
Not make the teacher like you.
Teacher getting paid whether you get it or not. Yep.
He said, I might take you nowhere, but I don't like this guy. He said, this the only school you want to. He kind of tapped up a little bit, comes back in the head.
Give him a little reminder.
Yeah. Tapped up a little bit. Give him a little attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want to have no more trouble out of you and everything. He said, because something is funny here. Every school you go to, the teacher don't like you. It's always somebody. See, you get that. We're getting that, I thought we were getting that Peter thing, we're getting that. Teacher ain't gotta like you. And their idea of teacher liking them is totally messed up.
Doesn't have to do what they want to do.
Yep.
Yes, there you go. How the teacher won't let them act crazy and draw out whatever they want to do, and all, so teachers don't like them. See? Therefore, thinking is all messed all up here. Read on.
Just don't rebel against Adonai. And don't be afraid of the people living in the land. We'll eat them up. Their defense has been taken away from them. And Adonai is with us. Don't be afraid of them.
All righty. They were scared to death of them, and then they kicked Adonai all the way out. And they was going what they could do and all those things there. These two boys had a different attitude. See? And what the attitude, read the 24th verse of that same chapter.
Now, since the Amorites and the Canaanites are
No,
That says something about Caleb.
24.
okay, I got it. But my servant, Caleb, because he has a different spirit.
Oh, that's what made the difference. They were all Israelites. They all had the same blood. But there was something different about them. And God said, and tell us what it was. What was different about them?
Attitude.
Follow him.
Different spirit.
Different spirit. Different spirit.
Different attitude.
That's what it said there. Read that again.
It says, but my servant Caleb, because he had a different spirit with him and has fully followed me.
Oh, fully.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm trying to say. You can't be half stepping. You can't be out there playing and all of that. Because it's a dangerous thing to pray with God.
Ain't nobody playing with it.
You are not making these songs and all that stuff. You better be all in.
And then he said, him will I bring into the land, he entered, and it will belong to his descendants. Now he won over a whole bunch of people there.
There you go. But he had a different spirit.
Yeah.
How much did you get this here? What different spirit did he have that the other guys didn't have?
Unbelief.
Following him,
See?
Trusting Yah.
Yeah.
following him.
That's exactly right. That's what it was.
You need the Yah to deliver.
His spirit was to stick with Yah.
Right?
Yep.
His spirit was to count on Yah.
Mhm.
Their spirit was to count on what they could do
Count on them.
and what they could see and what they could.
Mhm.
And they said, we can't do this. And they was right. You said they were right with what they concluded.
Oh, glory.
Without Yah, they can't do it.
Amen.
You know, Yah has a way to deal with us. And to let us know and to work those things out here. What we're going to go forth now is that when you mess up, when you choose not to follow God, and when you choose to turn yourself away from God, like some of y'all young folks, I've heard some of them then say, hey, I don't need no God, I don't need no religion, I don't do that with stuff. Some of them get to the point they shame even, don't even want to wear the kippah, don't want to wear the, don't want to have nothing to do with anything like what they've been raised up to do. Don't have to do it at all. Go out there and start sticking holes all in the ears, stuff went on, just,
Tattoo.
yep. Here, see, and that's the mark of the enemy, that's what the enemy do. And see, the enemy never gives you a good way out. He always working to seal you and wrap you so you be in odds with God. Hmm?
Mess up your mind.
That's what he does. And then it really gets us in trouble. We're going to go to Numbers, same chapter. And we're going to start reading the 35th verse. Yeah.
I, Adonai, have spoken. I will certainly do this to this whole evil community.
What did God call him?
Evil.
Evil community.
Oh, no, we call him evil. That's the very reason why I ain't gonna ever forget you. You call me evil. If you're evil, you're evil. If I'm evil, I'm evil.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't have to be say that way.
Right.
Right, amen.
Being disobedient to Yah is evil.
There you go. Why did he call him evil? Because they was rebellious and they were against God's plan.
Mhm.
God done told us to forgive. And when you conclude in your mind that you ain't gonna forgive them, that's evil.
That's evil.
Yep.
And you are an evil person.
And then they want to get rid of Moses and choose the evil leader.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They want to get rid of, and when they say get rid of, they mean kill him.
Right?
They were gonna kill Moshe and Aaron. Because he gonna stick with his brother. That's his relative. That's his brother. He ain't gonna go against the brother. And he'll go against me and all like that. He ain't gonna go against us. Everything messed up. Everything that they need and everything they're gonna get against.
Mhm.
And God called them an evil congregation. All of them. Read on.
Okay. I will certainly do this to this whole evil community who have assembled together against me. They will be destroyed in this desert and die there.
He said, because you, see, and that's another thing. We got to be careful what we say to God.
That's right. They say that. That's what they said.
We got to be careful about our words. Your words is powerful, different. Words are powerful.
Oh, yes, they are.
They say, Would to God we'd have died. Uh-oh. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Please understand that. Please learn that about the God of Israel. Be careful what you say to him.
Amen. Amen.
And if you ain't sure and everything and positive about it, bite on that tongue and don't let the words get out.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Yep. Amen.
Would the God that we'd have died at coming going over there taking on other. We might rather. He said, okay, guess what? You're gonna get that. None of y'all that got all that there, you're gonna get your wish. Ain't none of y'all gonna make it into the promised land. You're gonna stay out here and wander around for 40 years and die in this wilderness.
Once they said it, couldn't take it back.
That's right.
Say it.
Be careful. So, be slow to let that mouth, that tongue run off.
Anger.
Like I said, like I told you the story that I went over to Shabash's house, and over to Miles' house there, and like I said, I've been looking for my trouble light there, with the car, and I looked over there, and Miles had 2 or 3 of them had over there. Yeah, drop light, that's what it is, drop light. And I said, nah, I'm no good with it. He's the one who got to be bad, But man, I'm so glad. The thought was there, and that's what I'm saying. Thinking this stuff is all right. It's bad, though. But you got to complete that thing. But I was so glad that I didn't open my mouth. See? I was sorry that I even thought about it. But I was even more happy that I didn't let my mouth, my tongue run. And not that I was scared that he was going to do it, because I know him. I know him. I know what he done done. He's here. He'll testify that. He done gave it to me. He said, oh, well, don't take it. But that wasn't right. Because I was looking for something else. And lo and behold, I found it. And I went to Hollywood and I let the tongue run out then.
Yep. Thank you, God.
That's exactly what I said. Thank you, God. And I didn't let that thought, I had to get out. And that's what come to me. You don't always have to do what comes to your mind.
Amen. Amen. That's right. Or say.
So they said that, and God has included them. And God has said in his word, therefore he done said it over too. And he said this evil now. Now that this didn't happen, guess what happens? When you get in that situation now, and you done turn against God and everything there, read on, let's see what happens.
Okay. The men whom Moses had sent to represent the land, and who went unfavorable report about the land. Those men who gave the unfavorable report about the land died by the plague in the presence of Adonai. Of the men who went to reconnoiter the land, only Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh remained alive.
Yeah, those two boys.
Those two, only two.
Because they went against God. Here's the thing too. Not only did they go against God, but they turned the house against God.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
If they would just kept it to their own selves, say, yeah, I don't know. No. But no, they went out there and got the whole house, and then the whole house made bad decisions. Then the whole house got against the leader and wanted to kill him and get him another leader. And we're going to go back again. We're going to go just opposite what God and brought us did all that. See how the devil do? So, let's see what happened.
Okay. When Moshe told this thing to all the people of Israel, the people felt great remorse. They arose early the next morning, came up to the top of the mountain, and said, "Here we are, and we did sin. But now we'll go up to the place Adonai promised."
All right, here they are remorseful now. I didn't mess up and everything, and I can just sure. I can always be sure. I can always change. Dear folks, I'm telling you this, and I told folks this here, and they don't. That ain't true.
That's right.
That ain't true. Pharaoh wanted to repent. God seen to it that he couldn't do it. These people here, they were Israelites. Full-blood Israelites. Many of them had the right colors. It's true for my brothers that got the color problems. They went up there and remorseful. I'm sorry, remorseful, because I didn't know we were really that bad. We ready to repent now. We're gonna do what he said do. Read on. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Moses answered, "Why are you opposing what Yah said? You won't succeed."
There you go. He said, y'all don't listen.
Mhm.
You coming up here a day late and the wrong plan. You up on plan A and God done moved to plan B.
Yeah.
You out of it.
Mhm.
That ain't gonna work. You still ain't learned that you gotta learn to be with Yah,
Mhm.
not against him.
Amen. Amen.
Yah told him, turn back. That was order.
Mhm.
He said, turn back and stay on out in the wilderness because you're going to be out there. God had already told them what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They come back remorseful. You don't realize that we're ready to do what God said do now. No, you ain't ready to do what God said do. Because God done told you what it. God done told you I done changed. Read on, let's see what happens.
Don't go up there, because Adonai isn't with you.
There you go. That's the problem. You don't want to do what God say do, and you don't want to be with him. He said, if you don't forgive your sister, your brother, so I ain't gonna forgive you. So this time, God said, you didn't want to be with me? Guess what? On this time, now, I ain't gonna be with you. Bad decisions, dear folks. But these folks, hey, they were determined they were gonna have it their way. I'm ready to repent. I'm coming for you humble now.
You messed up already.
Mom said, what kind of stuff you know? I'm coming. No, you ain't doing what I told you to do.
Mhm.
I've had people do me that way. I tell them this is the way that you gotta do it. They're gonna do it some other kind of way and then come back and say, well, I did what you said. No, you didn't do what I told you to do.
And they have an attitude.
Of course. Got to stay with, you gotta be in line. What else? You know.
Don't go up there, Because Adonai isn't with you.
Now Moshe done told him, don't go up there. How hard is that to understand? Do not go up there.
Mhm.
When I told you do go up there, you didn't do it. Now I'm telling you, don't go up there, and you still ain't listening to me. Listening problem. They got a listening problem. They got a faulty instruction problem. I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna do what I want to do. If they say so and so, so I don't do so. I'm gonna do what I want to do. No, they don't want that. Let's see what happens.
If you do, your enemies will defeat you.
Oh, Moshe done told what's gonna happen. I don't believe Moshe. We're gonna do what God said do. He did all this to tell us about God and everything. We're gonna do what God said do. We still ain't following, ain't realize who they talking with,
Mhm.
ain't realize who they dealing with.
Mhm.
See? Y'all done already told them. When you deal with Moshe, you're dealing with me. They didn't believe it. Until they got in a whole big trouble. Then they went to run. Then they ran to.
Yeah.
They ran to him then.
Mm-hmm.
They get whooped.
Get this player going. Read on. Let's see what happens. We're going
The
right this up.
American and the Canaanite are there ahead of you, and you will be struck down by the sword. The reason will be that you have turned away from following Adonai, so that Adonai won't be with you. But they were presumptuous and went on up toward the high part of the hill country, even though the ark of the covenant of Adonai and Moshe stayed in the camp.
Now see, that should have been another sign to them.
Right. When they seen the ark stay, they should have known. Hey, y'all sure ain't with us.
They should have realized and understood the fact that they had saw all those things. God always made the ark and everything be of the front runner and those things there and all that thing. And so they should have saw that when that was happening. But no, they got their mind made up. I don't care if the leaders, I don't care if Moshe don't go up there or not. I don't care if the Levites are, because that was Aaron. See that show for the Aaron. Oh, they big brothers in it. They gonna stick together anyway and everything. Damn. I don't care what they do. I ain't gonna do it. So they went on up there anyway. What happened?
So the American, yes, and the Canaanites living in the hill country, the sinners struck them down and beat them back all the way to Hamath.
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 Hamath is a city in a place there, and the Hebrew name Hamath means wasteland.
Wasteland.
Wasteland, right?
Dang, they got beat back to the wasteland.
And they put them down, and they became waste, like wasteland.
Dang.
And this was a small tribe.
Hmm?
With them like that.
Yeah. But God ain't with us. Dear folks, in closing for today, when we count God out of our lives, we will surely make bad decisions. It's impossible for us to make good decisions. It's what happens to our children and all. And they say, well, you just prophesy now. It's true. You're not wise enough to make the right decisions. Okay? Oh, but you is. No, I ain't wise enough either. That's why I'm sticking with him. That's why I ain't counting him out of my life. I'm counting him in my life. And if he can't fit in my life, I'm going to change around what I got to do. Let us follow through that. It might be well with us. This is our Parashah for this week here. May y'all bless us. And maybe understand the fact that, as the Mashiach said, okay, I come not to do my pleasure, my desire, but to desire the one that sent me. See?
Yeah.
If they'd have stuck with the desire of the one that sent them to recon the land and everything, they'd have come back and said, yeah, this is the situation now, but we sticking with God, our God, like those two guys did. They're the only two that made it over to, that whole group. They're the only two that made it to the promised land. All the mothers, they died out. And all them others that were older, that believed, died out as well. And as our old fields, how should we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget the Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her coming. When I remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. We now turn to the service of the Shema, called out the service for today.